Welcome back! And this is part 2 of a video I made a while ago covering every reference Deepwoken has to other games, anime, and media. Before we get into it, just know this video is satire, and I know it's not stolen, it's just inspired or referenced from these other games and media. So, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. First of all, I would like to correct some things from the first video. The spear used in Crazy Slots is actually the Winged Primordial Jade Spear from Genshin Impact, and not the Vortex Vanquisher like I had initially said. I did not know this at the time, similarly to how Genshin players don't know that the age of consent is 18 in America. Also, Yoru and Phoenix are both references to Valorant, not Overwatch. Also, Allomancy is from Mistborn, not Full Metal Alchemist. I just forgot because they are the exact same name in 2 animes that I do not watch. But I would like to formally apologize to all One Piece fans who are crying in the comments section of my last video. I would really like to say, just kidding! One Piece is mid! Keep crying, idiot! Now on to the main video. First, let's cover some mantras. Lightning Cloak is also possibly a reference to the Raikage's cloak from Naruto. In the first video I said that it was a reference to Killua's Godspeed, but it could be both, or even just either one, but it's more than likely both. It was even more resembling of this when it used to be blue during Deepwoken's testing phases. Strong Left would also likely be a reference to me and every relationship that I've ever been in with a woman. Shadowgun may look like Ultra Spy's gay managun, but it is much more likely a reference to the Arrancar Cero Metrolata that is used in Bleach. You know, that show that gets really mid after the 50th episode. Also, the newer move, Iceberg, is potentially a reference to Mei's Iceberg from Overwatch, where she heals while hiding inside of a chunk of ice. The revenge sound effect is the critical sound effect from Omori, a semi-popular fighting game, and also ice chains are from Fate. They just are. Don't try and argue this. They're just the Gilgamesh chains of heaven. Now, let's move on to some enemies. The Duke, in specific, is a reference to the Accelerator from some mid-ass anime that Ragusa and Archmage watch. Now, let's wait for the fans of that anime to write me some angry comments. Threshers look similar to the original design of SCP-939. Now, a lot of you may think it's SCP-682, but SCP-682 is the big lizard, SCP-939 is the small lizard. So, 682 is too big to be a Thresher. However, the King Thresher could be a reference to SCP-682, being much larger in size and much more resemblant of SCP-682. God, I'm sorry, editor's note here, but I'm editing this, I'm realizing, how much of a fucking nerd I am. Oh my God, bro. Why am I talking about SCP in a Deepwoken video? You guys don't care. You guys are fucking Deepwoken players. Your brains are like the size of, I don't know, Deepwoken's average weekly update. Even though it's literally just a scaled up version of SCP-939. Also, the Deep Owls look similar to the owls from Avatar since they are black and have white mask-like faces, which are very resembling characteristics of both of them. Time for some talents, in which I had to ask 4 other YouTubers for help finding these. The talent Battle Tendency is just a reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2, which is called Battle Tendency. If you've watched the show and know what the talent does, then you know for a fact it is a JoJo reference. A talent named Captain Etria, which involves shields, is very clearly a reference to Captain America, because it involves shields, which Captain America uses to fight. The talent Boom Headshot is a reference to Team Fortress 2. Why do I know this? Because I have 1,400 hours on the game, and I know a TF2 reference when I fucking see one, so don't try to correct me on this. And Murmur Ardor is a reference to One Piece armament hockey, which I respect, because One Piece is a good, not bad show, and it has the least filler in it out of all of the main shonen anime, and it is 1,300 episodes of pure peak fiction. Alright, so now that the One Piece fans are gone, there's also some weapon references I missed, so let's get to it. Crypt Blade is a reference to Asta's sword from Mid-Clover, since it's a sword that uses shadow magic to imbue it with power. Under normal circumstances, I would be terrified to call an anime mid because of the fans, but I know for a fact that Black Clover fans don't exist. The Divine Longsword heavily resembles Excalibur Proto from Fate, and I got a lot of fucking comments about this, but Serpent's Edge is a reference to Demon Slayer, and I won't dare say anything bad about that show, because then this video is going to get shadow banned. And yes, I was correct about this next coming up point, so fuck all of you in the comments who said I was wrong. The Shattered Katana is a reference to the Black Mortal Blade from Sekiro. I was right about that, and I had at least 10 to 20 comments saying I was wrong. So, you know, apologize! You know, like how I apologize to the One Piece fans. So say you were wrong. Let's now go over miscellaneous references. Providence Thorns is likely a JoJo reference, which it's probably a reference to White Album Gently Weeps' ability where it deflects attacks back from where they came from. Also, the ice shards float in a similar way to the Providence Thorns enchant. This is a bit of a stretch, but it is possible, and visually they both look very similar. Also, the Vow of Mastery is probably a reference to Leo Luck Britannia from Code Geass. What the fuck is this? Look at this! This looks like shit. Why does he look like that? Who made this show? When did this show come out? Like, 1998? What is this? Oh my god, I can't wait to see all the fans of this show crying in the comments because I just said it looked like garbage. There's no way this is real, dude. Also, Sori's quest is probably a reference to the Delicate Flower quest from Hollow Knight. Since, you know, you have to take a flower to a grave and, you know, Archmage and Reaconteur both played Hollow Knight. Speaking of Hollow Knight, Vesperian is also a reference to Hollow Knight. Some people said it isn't, but I mean, if you just look at Vesperian and all the mask variants, you could very easily tell that it is indeed a Hollow Knight variant. And it's definitely a reference to Hollow Knight in the way that they are darkly colored and they wear white masks with similarly colored facial makeup on those masks. Now, I would also like to say that walking is definitely a reference to real life. So is running. So is lifting weights, except not really, because Reaconteur and Archmage don't know what it's like to lift weights. I do. What else? So, it's also a reference to life, because Layer 2 and the depths are a reference to real life, because Layer 2 is underground. There's underground in real life. And then the first layer of the depths is a reference to that one layer of the ocean that's really dark. So, yeah, the more you know. Goodbye. Enjoy video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just know it's satire, and subscribe. Join my Discord, buy a YouTube membership, and follow me on Twitch, all in the description and comment section down below. And goodbye.